Have you ever examined your reflection and questioned the rate of your aging process? Daily habits often contribute significantly to premature aging, a fact largely unnoticed by most individuals. This video will identify 6 detrimental habits accelerating the aging process and detail effective countermeasures. Viewers are urged to watch until the conclusion to ensure they are not inadvertently contributing to their own premature aging. 1. Neglecting personal hygiene. Personal grooming significantly impacts not only one's appearance but also projects energy levels, confidence, and influences how others perceive them. Neglecting personal appearance can create an impression of lacking motivation, self-neglect, or even potential health issues. Neglect of personal grooming manifests in several readily observable indicators. Unkempt hair, characterized by excessive length, tangles, or graying without proper trimming, contributes to a fatigued and lackluster appearance. Similarly, long or unclean fingernails and toenails serve as a conspicuous detail betraying a lack of self-care. For men, unkempt facial hair projects an untidy and unclean image. Dry, cracked skin, a direct consequence of inadequate hydration, prematurely ages the complexion, accentuating wrinkles and lines. Finally, the wearing of old, wrinkled, or soiled clothing, garments ill-fitting, inappropriate, or lacking in cleanliness, conveys a distinct lack of vitality and self-respect. These are not merely aesthetic concerns, they represent a demonstrable failure to maintain basic standards of personal hygiene and presentation. Neglecting personal grooming has profound and far-reaching consequences, impacting not only one's physical appearance but also self-esteem and social interactions. The outward manifestations of such neglect, unkempt hair, dry skin, wrinkled clothing, contribute significantly to an aged and less appealing appearance, accelerating the perception of aging. This, in turn, diminishes self-confidence and fosters feelings of discomfort in social situations. Individuals who fail to prioritize personal care may experience increased social anxiety, leading to avoidance of social interactions and a sense of isolation. Furthermore, neglecting personal hygiene projects a negative impression upon others. A lack of attention to personal grooming can be subconsciously interpreted as a lack of self-discipline, disregard for one's image, or even an indication of underlying physical or mental health issues. This perception can significantly influence how others interact with and perceive the individual, potentially leading to missed opportunities and diminished respect. Conversely, maintaining a well-groomed appearance commands respect and fosters positive interactions. A clean, presentable individual is more likely to be perceived as competent, confident, and trustworthy. Addressing these issues requires a proactive and consistent approach to personal care. This involves establishing and maintaining a robust grooming regimen. Hair and beard maintenance are paramount. Regular haircuts and beard trims ensure a neat and polished appearance. Meticulous personal hygiene is essential, encompassing twice daily brushing and flossing, the use of mouthwash to combat bad breath, and the application of appropriate skincare products to prevent dryness and maintain healthy skin. Clothing choices should be carefully considered. While adherence to fleeting trends is unnecessary, garments should always be clean, well-fitting, and appropriate for the occasion. Regularly manicured nails, both hands and feet, contribute to an overall impression of cleanliness and care. Finally, the subtle use of fragrance, such as a light cologne or deodorant, enhances one's overall presentation and creates a more pleasant sensory experience for those around the m. In conclusion, the benefits of diligent personal grooming are undeniable. It is not merely a matter of vanity but a crucial aspect of self-respect, social interaction, and overall well-being. By cultivating a consistent routine of self-care, individuals can significantly enhance their physical appearance, boost their self-confidence, and foster more positive and productive social interactions. The investment in personal grooming yields substantial returns in terms of improved self-image and enhanced social standing. 2. Speaking excessively loudly or interrupting others. Excessive loudness is characterized by a vocal volume exceeding the norm, even in quiet environments. Individuals exhibiting this trait frequently receive admonishments to lower their voice. Negative reactions from interlocutors, such as recoiling, frowning, or displaying visible discomfort, are common. Undesirable attention is often drawn in public spaces, including cafes, restaurants, and offices. The detrimental effects of excessive loudness are multifaceted. It generates listener discomfort, potentially inducing feelings of pressure or unease due to the amplified volume. Furthermore, it projects an impression of haste and aggression, leading to misinterpretations of anger, emotional volatility, or a lack of conversational finesse. The ability to actively listen is diminished, as the speaker inadvertently prioritizes self-expression over reciprocal communication. In professional contexts, excessive loudness is perceived as a lack of social grace and professionalism, potentially harming interpersonal relationships and career prospects. The etiology of excessive loudness is complex and multifactorial. It may stem from ingrained childhood habits or familial environments characterized by consistently elevated vocal levels. A lack of self-awareness regarding one's vocal volume relative to others is a significant contributing factor. Heightened stress or intense emotions can exacerbate vocal volume without conscious recognition. In some cases, loss of vocal control may be attributed to underlying auditory or psychological issues. Addressing this habit requires a multi-pronged approach. Attentive observation of others' reactions is crucial. Any indication of discomfort or verbal cues should prompt immediate volume reduction. Practicing vocal modulation through mirror exercises or voice recordings allows for objective self-assessment and refinement. Environmental awareness is paramount. In quiet settings, a conscious effort to lower one's voice is essential to avoid unnecessary disruption. Finally, mastering emotional regulation techniques, such as deep breathing exercises, is vital for mitigating volume increases during moments of excitement or anger. Consistent application of these strategies is key to achieving sustainable improvement. Interrupting others is a pervasive communication flaw characterized by several key indicators. These include cutting someone off mid-sentence without allowing them to complete their thought, frequently interjecting personal opinions before the other party has finished speaking, a lack of awareness or disregard for the disruptive nature of one's interruptions, and observable signs of discomfort, cessation of speech, or disengagement from the conversation by the person being interrupted. The negative consequences of this behavior are significant and far-reaching. It fosters a climate of disrespect, conveying a lack of genuine interest in the other person's perspective. Repeated interruptions create a hostile communication environment, leading to frustration and a reluctance to continue the interaction. Furthermore, interrupting directly undermines effective listening skills, as the focus shifts from comprehension to formulating a response, thereby hindering meaningful engagement. In professional settings, interrupting is often perceived as a demonstration of impatience and a lack of respect for colleagues or clients, potentially damaging professional relationships and hindering collaboration. Several factors contribute to this undesirable habit. Impatience, the inability to defer to others, and an immediate desire to express one's own views are common culprits. A strong need for self-expression, coupled with a fear of losing one's train of thought, can also lead to interruptions. In some cases, a lack of self-awareness regarding the frequency and impact of interruptions contributes to the problem. Overcoming this habit requires a concerted effort to cultivate improved communication skills. Active listening, characterized by undivided attention to the speaker's words rather than preemptive responses, is paramount. A conscious pause of 2 to 3 seconds after the other person stops speaking ensures they have completed their thought before responding. Jotting down key ideas instead of immediately voicing them allows for controlled expression while preventing the loss of important points. Observing the other person's nonverbal cues, such as signs of impatience or frustration, provides valuable feedback regarding the frequency and impact of interruptions. Finally, practicing self-regulation techniques, such as deep breathing exercises, can help manage the urge to interrupt and promote more mindful communication. Consistent self-monitoring and conscious effort are crucial for effectively mitigating this detrimental communication pattern. 3. Wearing outdated or ill-fitting attire. Clothing transcends mere bodily covering. It's a powerful statement of personal style, confidence, and social perception. Wearing outdated or ill-fitting attire negatively impacts one's image, diminishing confidence and creating an unfavorable impression, particularly in professional, social, or client-facing situations. Outdated clothing is characterized by obsolete styles and patterns, unfashionable colors and prints, dated details, and attire inappropriate for the context. The consequences of wearing outdated clothing include projecting unprofessionalism, appearing older than one's actual age, diminished self-assurance, and difficulty integrating into specific environments. Causes include a lack of fashion awareness, clinging to familiar garments, neglecting personal image, and excessive frugality. To overcome this, individuals should stay abreast of current trends, streamline their wardrobes by discarding outdated items and investing in timeless staples, master versatile styling techniques, and cultivate a distinct personal style that aligns with their desired image. Signs of ill-fitting clothing. Ill-fitting garments significantly detract from a polished appearance. Overly loose clothing creates an unbalanced silhouette, while excessively tight clothing restricts movement and accentuates flaws. Similarly, trousers that are too long or too short disrupt the visual harmony of the outfit and compromise overall presentation. Sleeves and pant legs that are improperly sized appear sloppy and uncomfortable. Specific details such as drooping shoulders, a waistband that is too loose or too constricting, and ill-fitting necklines all contribute to an unprofessional and unkempt image. Negative impacts of ill-fitting clothing. Wearing ill-fitting clothes undermines confidence and self-assuredness. The discomfort and restricted movement inherent in poorly fitting garments can lead to self-consciousness and hinder effective communication. In professional settings, ill-fitting attire projects an image of carelessness and lack of attention to detail, potentially impacting credibility and career advancement. Furthermore, inappropriate sizing can accentuate physical imperfections, creating an unbalanced and unflattering appearance. The resulting discomfort can be a significant distraction, hindering productivity and overall well-being. Causes of wearing ill-fitting clothing. The primary cause of wearing ill-fitting clothes is often a failure to prioritize proper fitting before purchase. Purchasing garments without adequately assessing their fit against one's body type leads to frequent sizing errors. Impulsive buying, driven by style preference rather than body suitability, also contributes to this problem. A reluctance to alter or tailor garments to achieve a precise fit further exacerbates the issue. Finally, fluctuations in weight often necessitate adjustments to one's wardrobe, yet many individuals fail to update their clothing to reflect these changes. Remediating the habit of wearing ill-fitting clothes. To cultivate a more polished and professional image, it is imperative to prioritize proper fitting. Thoroughly examine garments before purchase, paying close attention to size specifications and overall fit. Invest time in understanding one's body type and selecting styles that complement one's physique. Utilize professional tailoring services to adjust garments that are slightly too large or too small. For optimal fit and personalized style, consider commissioning bespoke tailoring for key pieces in one's wardrobe. Finally, maintain a regularly curated wardrobe, discarding items that no longer fit or flatter. This proactive approach ensures that one's clothing consistently reflects a commitment to style, comfort, and professional presentation. 4. Excessive complaining and criticism. Complaining and criticism are inherent aspects of communication, serving as avenues for expressing personal opinions and advocating for change. However, excessive or inappropriate use can engender detrimental consequences. Firstly, it fosters negative interpersonal relationships. Constant complaints and criticisms engender discomfort and avoidance in others, hindering collaboration and cooperation. Secondly, it significantly impacts mental well-being and energy levels. Chronic complaining cultivates negativity, diminishing motivation in both the complainant and those subjected to their grievances. This negativity creates an imbalance in communication dynamics, characterized by a disproportionate focus on criticism over praise. Consequently, relationships become strained, fostering an environment ripe for conflict and discord. Finally, excessive complaining undermines creativity and problem-solving abilities. Instead of proactively seeking solutions, individuals entrenched in a cycle of complaint tend to dwell on shortcomings and assign blame, neglecting constructive approaches to remediation. This pattern of behavior inhibits the development of effective strategies and perpetuates a cycle of negativity and stagnation. Therefore, mindful communication, emphasizing constructive feedback and balanced perspectives, is crucial for fostering healthy relationships and achieving positive outcomes. Psychological factors, excessively high standards. Individuals who consistently expect perfection often complain when expectations are unmet. Negative thinking patterns, those predisposed to focusing on negativity tend to exhibit higher rates of complaining. Feelings of helplessness, difficulty coping with uncontrollable situations frequently leads to complaining as a stress release mechanism. Learned behavior, exposure to frequent complaining within one's social environment can foster the adoption of this behavior. Socio-environmental factors, work and life pressures, stress significantly increases the likelihood of irritability and complaining. Ineffective communication, an inability to articulate concerns constructively often results in criticism rather than constructive feedback. Lack of validation, complaining may serve as a means of seeking attention or validation of one's emotions. Chronic complaining exerts a demonstrably detrimental impact on various aspects of an individual's life, encompassing personal well-being, interpersonal relationships, and professional success. On a personal level, incessant negativity fosters a cycle of stress and emotional dysregulation. Complainers frequently exhibit heightened irritability, dissatisfaction, and a generally pessimistic outlook, hindering their ability to experience genuine contentment and fulfillment. This negativity further limits opportunities for personal and professional growth, as others are naturally inclined to avoid collaboration with individuals who consistently project negativity and dissatisfaction. The cumulative effect of sustained complaining can significantly compromise mental health, potentially leading to increased anxiety, heightened stress levels, and even clinical depression. Interpersonally, the consequences of habitual complaining are equally damaging. Such behavior fosters a climate of negativity, leading to social isolation and strained relationships. Constant criticism can be perceived as a personal attack, triggering defensiveness and escalating into conflict. In team-based environments, a consistently complaining individual undermines morale and productivity, disrupting collaborative efforts and hindering the achievement of shared goals. The corrosive effect of negativity erodes trust and diminishes the sense of camaraderie essential for effective teamwork. Professionally, the ramifications of chronic complaining are severe. Instead of focusing on constructive problem-solving, complainers expend considerable energy dwelling on negative aspects, thereby reducing overall productivity and efficiency. This negativity also impacts professional reputation, leading to diminished credibility and hindering career advancement. Employers and colleagues alike are likely to perceive consistent complainers as difficult to work with, hindering opportunities for promotion and collaboration on significant projects. In short, a persistent pattern of complaining significantly undermines professional success and limits career trajectory. Cultivate a proactive mindset. Shift from complaining to problem solving. Before expressing dissatisfaction, formulate a solution rather than focusing solely on the problem. Prioritize positive aspects. Instead of dwelling on shortcomings, identify at least one positive element in any situation. Maintain realistic expectations. Acknowledge that perfection is unattainable and accept the immutable. Refine communication strategies. Choose appropriate timing and phrasing. When offering constructive criticism, do so tactfully and at the opportune moment. Employ constructive language. Instead of criticism, utilize positive phrasing such as, "I believe a more effective approach would be." Minimize negative language. Avoid phrases such as unbearable, terrible, or completely wrong, opting for more measured expressions. Manage emotions and behaviors. Focus on action rather than blame. If dissatisfaction arises, determine actionable steps for improvement. Practice gratitude. Acknowledging daily positive occurrences mitigates the tendency to complain. Develop active listening skills. Refrain from immediate reactions or criticism. Consider others' perspectives before responding. 5. Suboptimal posture and body language. Body language plays a crucial role in communication, significantly impacting how others perceive us. Inappropriate posture or poor body language can project a lack of confidence, unprofessionalism, or even lead to communication misinterpretations. This analysis details the impact, causes, and methods for improving body language. Poor body language encompasses inappropriate or negative nonverbal cues that significantly hinder effective communication. These include, but are not limited to, faulty posture, characterized by slouching, slumped shoulders, or rigid and unnatural movements, avoidance of eye contact, manifesting as downcast gazes, frequent glances away, or an inability to maintain direct visual engagement, closed-off body language, such as crossed arms or a generally constricted physical presentation, often interpreted as defensive or unapproachable, uncontrolled gestures, including excessive hand or limb movements, repetitive hair touching, or incessant leg shaking, incongruent facial expressions, where the emotional display contradicts verbal communication or remains entirely flat and inexpressive, and inattentive physical positioning, such as distracted fidgeting, drumming fingers, or turning one's back to the interlocutor. The ramifications of poor posture and body language extend far beyond mere aesthetics, impacting professional success, interpersonal relationships, and overall well-being. Negative perceptions are readily formed based on nonverbal cues. A slumped posture and drooping shoulders project an image of insecurity and indecisiveness, undermining credibility and authority. In professional settings, poor body language is often interpreted as a lack of seriousness and trustworthiness, hindering career advancement and professional opportunities. Furthermore, consistently exhibiting closed-off body language, avoiding eye contact, or displaying incongruent facial expressions creates a sense of distance and negativity, making others uncomfortable and reluctant to engage. The detrimental effects are not limited to external perceptions. Poor posture negatively impacts mental well-being, fostering feelings of low self-esteem and decreased confidence. Physically, it contributes to musculoskeletal problems, including chronic back pain, poor circulation, and potential long-term damage to the spinal column. The cumulative effect of these factors significantly diminishes opportunities for career advancement, successful negotiation, and the cultivation of meaningful relationships. Addressing these issues through conscious effort and potentially professional guidance is crucial for personal and professional growth. Poor body language stems from several key factors. Psychological factors include a lack of self-confidence, manifesting as withdrawn behavior, avoidance of eye contact, and self-protective postures. Anxiety and stress can trigger unconscious nervous habits such as fidgeting or nail-biting. Furthermore, a lack of self-awareness regarding one's body language can negatively impact how others perceive an individual. Environmental and habitual factors also play a significant role. Prolonged sedentary behavior can result in the perpetuation of poor posture. Exposure to individuals exhibiting poor body language can have a subtle yet influential effect. Finally, insufficient physical activity and weak musculature, particularly in the back and shoulders, can contribute to poor posture and overall body language. Negative impacts of poor posture and body language manifest in several key areas. Socially, it conveys disinterest and reduces personal appeal, fostering miscommunication and distance. Professionally, it hinders career advancement by projecting unprofessionalism, diminishing effectiveness in presentations, negotiations, and interviews, and conveying indecisiveness and a lack of influence. Finally, poor posture and body language contribute to physical health problems such as back pain, neck pain, and spinal degeneration, while also decreasing energy levels and negatively impacting overall mood. Maintain proper posture while standing and sitting. Keep your back straight and shoulders relaxed, avoiding slouching or hunching. Maintain a balanced stance, distributing weight evenly on both feet, and avoid excessive leaning. When seated, sit upright with a straight back, preventing slouching or excessive forward leaning. Enhance eye contact by maintaining direct gaze with your conversational partner, demonstrating engagement and confidence. Minimize looking down or excessive eye movement to avoid appearing hesitant or unfocused. Incorporate natural blinking to maintain a comfortable demeanor. Utilize natural hand gestures to emphasize points during conversation, avoiding excessive or distracting movements. Refrain from crossing your arms or keeping your hands in your pockets, as this can project defensiveness or detachment. Avoid fidgeting behaviors such as hair twirling, pen clicking, or leg shaking, which can convey nervousness. Employ appropriate facial expressions. Maintain a subtle smile to foster rapport and avoid frowning or tense expressions. Ensure facial expressions align with the conversation's content, preventing a flat or unemotional appearance. Cultivate confidence through regular exercise to improve posture and muscle strength. Practice in front of a mirror to self-assess and refine body language. Review videos demonstrating effective communication techniques to learn from individuals exhibiting positive body language. 6. Halitosis or body odor is present. Halitosis and body odor are sensitive yet significant issues impacting social perception. These conditions not only hinder effective communication but also negatively affect self-esteem, interpersonal relationships, and professional opportunities. The following provides a detailed analysis of the causes, consequences, and effective solutions. Halitosis, or bad breath, is characterized by unpleasant-smelling breath, typically resulting from bacterial decomposition of food particles in the oral cavity or underlying health issues. Common indicators include persistently unpleasant breath despite regular brushing, dry mouth or unusual tastes, and others maintaining distance during conversation. Body odor manifests as an unpleasant smell emanating from the body, primarily due to bacterial breakdown of sweat or poor hygiene practices. Common signs include malodor in the armpits, feet, or body folds, persistently unpleasant smelling clothing even after changes, and others avoiding close proximity or exhibiting negative reactions. Negative impacts on communication and social relationships include discomfort for those in close proximity, social exclusion in professional and social settings, and diminished romantic opportunities. Low self-esteem stemming from body odor can lead to social avoidance and inhibited self-expression. Professionally, unpleasant body odor or breath can project unprofessionalism, negatively impacting interviews and teamwork, hindering career advancement. Finally, malodorous breath or body odor may indicate underlying health issues such as infections, diabetes, or liver, kidney, or digestive problems. Halitosis and body odor stem from several factors. Oral malodor is caused by poor oral hygiene, xerostomia, dietary habits, and underlying medical conditions. Body odor arises from the interaction of sweat and bacteria on the skin, poor hygiene, diet, and systemic diseases which can result in unusual body odors. Addressing halitosis, maintain optimal oral hygiene by brushing at least twice daily and flossing to remove interdental debris. Utilize an antimicrobial mouthwash to reduce bacterial load. Cleanse the tongue with a brush or scraper to eliminate odor-causing bacteria. Ensure adequate oral hydration by drinking plenty of water to prevent dry mouth. Chewing sugar-free gum can stimulate saliva production. Limit consumption of odor-causing foods such as onions, garlic, coffee, alcohol, and tobacco. Increase intake of fruits and vegetables rich in vitamin C to inhibit oral bacteria. Schedule regular dental checkups every 6 months for early detection and treatment of dental caries and periodontal disease. Addressing body odor. Practice meticulous personal hygiene by showering at least once daily, especially after physical activity, using antibacterial soap to eliminate odor-causing bacteria. Employ antiperspirants to reduce sweat production. Perfumes or body mists can mask unpleasant odors. Wear clean, appropriate clothing, changing daily, particularly undergarments and socks. Opt for clothing made from breathable fabrics like cotton to minimize sweat retention. Adjust your diet by limiting spicy, greasy foods, alcohol, and excessive caffeine. Increase consumption of fruits, vegetables, and fiber-rich foods to promote detoxification. Maintain foot hygiene by keeping feet dry and changing socks frequently. Use absorbent powders or foot deodorants in shoes. Consult a physician if body odor persists despite diligent hygiene practices, as it may indicate underlying health conditions such as thyroid disorders, diabetes, or hepatic or renal disease. Now that you are aware of 6 habits accelerating the aging process, the critical question is, will you commit to change starting today, or will you continue to allow these detrimental habits to negatively impact your appearance? The undeniable truth is that chronological age is merely a number. It is the conscious choices you make regarding self-care that ultimately determine whether you maintain a youthful and radiant appearance or prematurely age. This video has presented actionable insights. Your next step is to actively implement these strategies. Demonstrate your commitment to personal well-being by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, and enabling notifications to ensure you receive timely updates on maintaining youthful vitality. Which of these habits resonate with your personal experiences? Share your reflections and engage in a constructive dialogue in the comments section below. We look forward to your participation and continued engagement in future videos dedicated to the pursuit of sustained youthfulness.